Let's talk to founder and director of the Unplugged Coalition, Jennifer Powers. I know, Jennifer, that you don't like kids getting on this social media at all, but is this a step in the right direction?
Good morning. Well, this settlement in the US is really a vindication for the UK government taking a tough stance against social media here in the UK. Really pleased to see the sweeping changes that Meta has pledged to bring in on the back of this settlement, although it's only for the 29 participating states. But I think what we're looking at here in the UK goes even further. We're looking to ban children from having accounts until they're 16. And whilst these changes in the US are welcome, they don't go as far to protect children and teens as we're hoping to do here in Britain.
Do you think this has changed social media forever, Jennifer?
Thinking about it now, there was no way we were going to win.
I think it's certainly an important milestone. I think that we are still in the midst of this huge transformational change around the interface between screens and children, the effect of addictive technology on growing minds. I think this is a really significant step for governments, I think, appreciating that. One, these platforms can do more, that they are incredibly harmful and dangerous, and that the platforms themselves know and acknowledge that. Secondly, that the platforms can do more to protect our children, and therefore that government can and should act. So hopefully it will really strengthen this government's desire to fully implement the proposals that the last administration under Keir Starmer made, and actually not delay, because it shows that these sort of changes can be brought in fairly quickly. The first ones are coming into force in these 29 American states by Christmas, with other significant changes coming in February and March of next year. So there's no need for children to wait years and years for these safeguards. We know that these platforms are dangerous, and we know that the platforms can respond with safer services very, very quickly.
You see, this is what strikes me about all of this. There's been talk about them being dangerous for a long time, and the fear of saying that is that you're going to get sued and all the rest of it. The fact they are paying more than £13 billion to settle this, I mean, can you imagine putting that into our defence budget? It would change everything. It's such a vast amount of money. And that has to be seen, doesn't it? I mean, it might be out of court, but it has to be seen as an acknowledgement that what they are doing, and they have been aware that it has been dangerous to children and teenagers.
Well, you're right, Stephen. It is a significant amount of money, although in the scheme of how much they make, I believe Meta made $60 billion in profit last year. So it's something they can afford. But if we talk about why they made the settlement, why did they make the out-of-court settlement? It's, they are very wary of having to disclose all of the information that would come out in a full trial. They don't want to have all of their secrets with regard to the algorithms and their knowledge of what those algorithms was doing to the health and well-being of children made public. One, just because of the reputational damage, but secondly, because that would, invite so many more lawsuits, although some may still come, but it would give future lawsuits greater likelihood of success. So they decided to cut their losses and settle, and they're now claiming the moral high ground, which is some of us may take with a pinch of salt, saying that they wish for other industry players to implement the same standards, because of course, if they're going to be disadvantaged commercially, they want their rivals to be disadvantaged in the same way. So we'll have to see how the likes of YouTube and TikTok respond.
Okay, Jennifer Powers, thank you for joining us this morning on GB News Breakfast.